Alrighty guys, what is going on? Zante back again with more Dokkan Battle. So Global got a data download last night. I am a little bit late. I actually did do this video already once, and it was already uploaded, but I'm going to replace it with this one since I did leave out a few things, which I wanted to go over as well. So we're just going to go right into it. So we got the data download, and it's going to bring us the DOKKANFEST Beerus, as well as the revamp for the Battle of Gods story event and LR Prime Battle Krillin. It also is going to bring us the 50% tech supports, the second form Cell, and the TN. So let's just jump right into it. And we're going to start with the Beerus DOKKANFEST. So if you want the short version, do not summon. Like, it's as simple as that. I'm like a repeating record right now, because I'm pretty sure in nearly all of my videos I have said do not summon on this banner, do not summon on that banner. Well, actually no, I said to summon on the Super Saiyan 2 banners because they came with tickets and such, so that's like max value. But yes, do not summon on his banner. And I know it's tempting, like, look at these units, like, you want to summon on this banner, right? No. Resist temptation, friends. The anniversary literally comes in like a month, so don't summon. Save your stones. As hard as it may be, as well, because the UI Goku, I didn't summon on it, and it was so hard not to summon on the UI Goku banner. And I love Beerus, and my favorite unit, one of my favorite units rather, is the STR Goku, so I really want to, try and summon for them, but alas, I am holding strong for the blue fusions, so yes, do not summon on this banner. But let's take a look at it anyway. So we have, of course, the physical DOKKANFEST Beerus, the STR Whize, which is awesome, really good. STR Cooler, which everyone wants and is a fantastic unit. I do think the Beerus is a stronger DOKKANFEST unit than STR Cooler is. However, I think that the STR Cooler is a lot less finicky to use, so I think that it's a lot easier to get Cooler running well, like Cooler to be at his best, than it is to have Beerus be at his best. But yeah, they're on a very strong level, each of them. STR Goku is one of my personal favorites. He's still really good. But then here we have this sad man. He was already on the Tech SSJ2 to Majin Vegeta banner, and same with him. He was on the Int SSJ2 to SSJ3 Goku banner. So we've already seen these guys. So really, only these 4 units are really good that you'd be hunting for, but they are great. All 4 of them are great. I think it would be wise to maybe spend red coins that you have saved up on a copy of Cooler if you don't have it, because I think he'll be great everywhere. He leads 2 great teams, and he's a very strong unit in his own right. Definitely one of the best units in the game, the STR Cooler. But yeah, I wouldn't summon on this banner. We'll take a look at the units in a second, but yeah, just don't summon on it. So also, the Battle of Gods revamp is coming, a story event, so if you already completed it before, you're going to get a fresh set of stones to be able to farm, and they are giving us new free-to-play units, so we'll take a look at those as well. Well, free-to-play units, but we'll take a look at both of these guys. So let's just start. Alright, so we have the physical Beerus. He is great. He leads Exploding Rage, or Explosion of Anger, as you might have heard before they made it Exploding Rage on Global. Or Realm of Gods, he gives Key 3, 130% to HP, and then 170% to attack and defense. I would have preferred it to have been HP and attack plus 170%, and then defense plus 130%. I am of the opinion that having more HP is more beneficial, like 9 out of 10 times, than having more defense. Like, having more HP might potentially allow you to tank one more hit or take a super that you might not have, because, defense I don't think affects things as much as HP does. Especially when you have like 400, 500, 600,000 HP pools, having the extra 40% HP is a huge deal. So, super attack, he raises attack, he stacks attack, causes immense and greatly lowers defense, so he does hit very hard, and his passive is there to back it up. So, defense plus 100%, and then attack plus 150% while performing a super attack. Attack and defense plus 70% within the same turn after receiving an attack, so this makes him a little bit finicky. He needs to be attacked first before he attacks to be able to get his full passive and deal the most damage that he can, as well as tank. Which can be a problem in some cases, but yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult. It's a little bit like the STR Namek Goku in that way. He randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres, and then his attacks are effective against all types when there's a Realm of Gods category enemy. So, into UI Goku in the Legendary Goku event, he could obliterate that into UI Goku if he was prepared and he had his active skill ready and such. His active skill being attack and defense plus 50%, then attacks are effective against all types and guaranteed to hit for one turn, can be activated when HP is 70% or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. That should be fairly easy to achieve. Some Dokkan events you might not even be able to get it, but in like events such as Legendary Goku event, or Super Battle Road, Battlefield, and such, you should be able to get it. And again, in Legendary Goku event, if you can get his passive full and you can use his active skill, he could pretty much, I think, one turn the NTUI Goku. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, he is very strong. His link skills, a lot of attack links here. Godly Power, Prodigies, Connoisseur, The Innocence, Shocking Speed, Berserker, and Fierce Battle. So his link set is actually really strong. His best friend is that STR Whize that is on the same banner as him. And he also links pretty well with the LR Beerus and Whize. So you would probably want to have both those units on the same team as him, and it would really help him out by activating most of his attack links. He is on quite a few categories. Not like a ton, but he is on some strong ones. Realm of Gods, which just got buffed even more. Like, did it even need a buff? No. Realm of Gods is possibly the strongest team in game. But yeah, Realm of Gods, movie bosses, siblings bond, worthy rivals, bond of master and disciple, and Exploding Rage, his own team. Exploding Rage is pretty decent actually, so that's pretty good. But yeah, Realm of Gods just got stronger with this guy. It's insane. So yeah, let's take a look at his best friend or his teacher. Well, yeah, his teacher, the STR Whize. So I actually brought this guy up during my analysis of the STR LR UI Goku, and I compared the LR UI Goku to this Whize, and this Whize is definitely better defensively. He is the sub-leader for Bond of Master and Disciple. He lowers attack and defense on super and seal super attack, so that's really good for like Super Battle Road to be able to lower attack and seal super attack. His passive, attack and defense plus 100% with a great chance, what is that, 70%? Yeah, 70% chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack. Then he gets an additional defense plus 50% within the same turn with each attack evaded, including supers. So he will dodge. But if he gets hit, he probably would have dodged enough to actually get stacks of plus 50% defense, so he will have defense if he does get hit. So very good defensive unit, the best defensive unit in the game, at least in my opinion. But yes, definitely one of the best defensive units in the game, in my opinion, the best. All allies attack plus 50% and recovers 10% HP at the end of turn when there's an ally whose name includes Beerus, whereas excluded, attacking in the same turn. LR Beerus and Whize does count, so this guy is really great to link with the LR Beerus and Whize. He is the best friend of physical Beerus, so having him on the same rotation should be pretty important if you're team building. Yeah, so you should always have an ally whose name is Beerus on the same rotation as him, to be completely honest, so you should get this part of his passive. Looking at his link skills, he has Godly Power, Cold Judgment, Connoisseur, Gentleman, Shocking Speed, Rival, Duo, and Fierce Battle. That Connoisseur link is actually really helpful, especially because this Beerus has it, so you'll be healing 5% HP, you know, each turn as soon as it starts because of this link. So it's very great sustain for your team. Yeah, this Whize is fantastic. Honestly, if you do end up summoning on this banner, and you pull the Whize, but you don't pull the Beerus, I wouldn't even say that's a shaft, really. Even personally for me, like, I have LR Beerus and Whize, so if I do pull this guy, I'm going to have a great, you know, rotation with the two of them, but I'm not summoning on that banner, so why am I even talking about that? He is also on Realm of Gods. He's also on Siblings Bond and Bond of Master and Disciple. Realm of Gods just gets stronger and stronger. It's insane. But yes, these two units are truly fantastic, but don't summon for them because there are better units coming. Blue Fusions. Alright, so I think that's about all that there is to cover for the DOKKANFEST banner. So let's take a look at the LR Prime Battle that is coming. The LR Prime Battle Krillin. Now, just taking a look, like, quick look already, like, he is probably the best Prime Battle unit in the game so far. His leader skill, it looks good, right? Let's take a look at his category. So he gives Earthlings Key 4 and 150% to stats. This is the Earthlings category. Do I need to say it? This is terrible. like this banner is actually, like, not banner, this category is, this needs help. It's really not good. Like, what? Krillin is the strongest unit on this category. Well, we have LR Tien and Chaozu, LR Oob, LR Yamcha and Puar. I mean, LR Oob, LR Yamcha and Puar. I mean, they're pretty good, these three. But then, like, I mean, you just got a mishmash of units, and a lot of them don't seem that they'll link too well. I mean, some of them will, but, like, I don't know. It's just, like, he could have been the leader for the Saiyan Saga. Imagine, just imagine right now. Okay, imagine. Saiyan Saga category, Key 4 and 150% to stats, and then what will you have on the Saiyan Saga? Kaioken Goku, the Scouter Vegetas, the Nappa, LR Nappa and Vegeta, like, just so many, this guy, you know, Piccolo, Gohan, just, it would be so much better than Earthlings, but what can you do? His super attack, raises attack. I'm so disappointed. I could go on a rant about the categories in Dokkan, and I'm just preventing myself from doing it. Like, I can just go on forever. Like, not only just bad categories, but categories that need units badly, like, to be added because they're so, like iconic to them. Alright, we'll stop it here because I'm not going on that tangent. Not in this video, at least. Alright, 12 key super. Raises attack and causes colossal damage to all enemies with a medium chance of stunning them. He is an AoE unit, yes, so he is probably the best World Tournament unit. Well, not World Tournament unit, he is probably the best unit that you can use in the World Tournament. He's fantastic. He stacks attack, and he has medium chance of stunning, so it's great if you don't actually, like, finish off the enemy in World Tournament. You can stun them, potentially. And, yeah, he's an AoE unit, which is super important in the World Tournament. His 18 key super is a stack of attack and defense, so you're stacking attack and defense by 20% per 18 key super, which is great, but it's only to one enemy. It's not an AoE like his 12 key super. His passive skill, so just before we get into it, Prime Battle LRs, they only get, like, flat number buffs. Is that really, like, a way to say it? Like, they only get flat buffs. They don't get, like, percentage buffs, like, okay, plus 100% defense, plus 30,000 defense. So, yeah, I mean, it's obviously, it would be so much better if it was, like, plus 50% defense or something, but alas, no. But still, it's not bad. He gets Key 3 in defense plus 30,000 at the start, and then attack plus 20,000 when performing a super attack, and then plus an additional 20,000 attack if it's an ultra super attack. So he gets up to 40,000 extra attack just by doing 18 key super, plus an additional Key 3 when only facing one enemy, but attack plus 10,000 at the start of turn per existing enemy when facing 2 or more enemies. Count starts from the second enemy. So the more enemies there are, he's going to get attack plus 10,000 per extra enemy starting from 2. So again, in like World Tournament or Super Battle Road or something, you're probably going to be getting, I mean, in World Tournament, you're going to be getting the max boost, right? But then, like, you know, you can pretty much guarantee that you're going to get, like, at least 30,000, 40,000 when you're doing in Super Battle Road. He also launches an additional super attack when facing 6 or more enemies. So, wow. In World Tournament, he's going to be double supering. So, double 12 key super, they should be dead, the enemies. So, yeah, this guy is fantastic. Definitely the best, again, in my opinion, the best Prime Battle LR that we have so far. Definitely worth the farm. So, in my opinion, you should be farming for this guy. We do have a month until the 5th year anniversary, so when this guy drops, you definitely should try and get him. All Prime Battle LRs, I believe, have gotten a Legendary Challenge campaign, so you should definitely get prepared for that. And how would I do it? At least get him to LR, so farm up 14 copies of him, get him to SA 10, unlock all 4 paths in his hidden potential, and then get him to LR with the medals. And then when the Legendary Challenge campaign comes, you're going to get, what, 10, 15 stones or something like that, just for having him as an LR before the challenge campaign starts. And then you can choose to farm him, like, you can either choose to farm him now, 2 copies of him at SA 10, so you can just immediately Rainbow and SA 20 him when the Legendary Challenge campaign starts, so that way you get all the extra rewards. Or you can just farm for him the 2nd copy of the LR to SA 10 when the Legendary Challenge campaign drops, so that way it's actually a lot faster, I believe, because it would have the stamina needed to do the missions for the Legendary Challenge campaign, during the Legendary Challenge campaign. So yeah, definitely worth farming this guy up. He is a Prime Battle unit, so you will need to use free-to-play units to be able to farm him. You can't use like summonable units, but dropped units from story events and such are usable. So that's why I always tell new players or free-to-play players to farm every free-to-play unit that you can, because diversifying your free-to-play units allows you to complete these prime battles and Easy 8 areas a lot easier. So yeah, his Link skills: Z Fighters, Turtle School, Courage, Best Buddies, Rival Duo. I don't know why it's funny to me. I just thought of, I don't know. I just thought of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. You know, Link skills are decent. Obviously meant for Earthlings category more, right? But he'd be better on full power. Yeah, Earthlings category, I hate, just not even gonna talk about it. It disgusts me. But yeah, fantastic unit. Definitely worth the farm, and should be farmed before the 5th year anniversary. Alright, so Krillin done. Now let's move into the Battle of Gods revamp. So, as I said, you get all these stones now to farm again. Well, how many is that? I'm not entirely sure how many medals that is. We can just count. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 stones ready for you to be farmed, because you can, you know, get more. The free-to-play unit drops to SR, so it can be a pain in the ass. I understand. I hate farming free-to-play units from SR because it requires so much more, like, awakening than it does if they start as an SSR. But the unit that we're going to be talking about is this guy. But there's also the SSR, which is very good, and this is the TUR, but we'll talk about both. We'll actually talk about the SSR first. So why is this worth mentioning? Well, first of all, this guy can be used to farm the Int LR God Goku as his farmer's super attack. But he has a different name, so they are both usable. And what's interesting is that this guy, even though he's Super Saiyan God Goku, he is on the Super Saiyan's team, and this is Battle of Gods, right? So this is when he gets his God power. And then in Battle of Gods, he states that, Beerus states that he retained his Super Saiyan God power, or most of it, or some of it. I don't know how he quoted that, or how he said it. I don't, like, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. He retained a portion of his god power in his base form, and then when he goes Super Saiyan, this is the precursor to the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, or the Super Saiyan Blue form that we all know from Super. So he is on Realm of Gods, this Super Saiyan Goku, and on Super Saiyans. So it's very good, but whoops. We'll just take a look. So the SSR, Realm of Gods Key 2, attack and defense and HP, 30%. I mean, that's not really worth saying, right? He does Supreme, but his passive recovers 7% HP and attack and defense plus 50% at the start of turn, plus an additional attack plus 50% with 5 or more key spheres obtained. So it's, you know, it's a neat little free-to-play unit. God Goku is obviously one of the, like, everyone loves God Goku. He's one of my favorite, you know, designs. So, yeah, it's just a neat little free-to-play unit that you can, farm up. If you, like, I would obviously farm him up first, and then, you know, if you have the time or if you have the patience, if you want to grab him too. They are both usable as they have 2 different names. But this guy is really worth farming here. So, he gives 40% to stats and 3 key on for Realm of Gods, so, you know, kind of like irrelevant, but if you're a really fresh player, like new player, could be something. Realm of Gods is a great category, so it could be something. He has a medium chance of stunning the enemy with supreme damage. That's 30%, so that's not bad. He's a stunning unit. It's not, you know, it's neat. His passive recovers 10% HP, and then attack and defense plus 59% at the start of turn, and then plus an additional attack plus 59% with 5 or more key spheres obtained. And then plus an additional attack and defense plus 59% when there is a Realm of Gods category enemy. That's actually fairly common to run into. Realm of Gods is a fairly expansive category, and there are quite a few, you know, challenges and events and such where there are Realm of Gods enemies. So he should get this part of his passive a fair amount. I'd say like maybe 30-40% of the time. He's just a great free-to-play unit though. Links are pretty decent actually. He has Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, Kamehameha, All in the Family, Shocking Speed, and Shattering the Limit. He's got Prepared for Battle, Shocking Speed, and Shattering the Limit, so he's a great key battery. He's on Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Super Saiyans, and Kamehameha, so he's on quite a few teams that are free-to-play friendly. Like, Pure Saiyans is not only probably, like, Pure Saiyans is easily top 3 best categories in the game. Goku's Family always gets buffs, like it always gets buffed frequently. Realm of Gods is probably, it is top 3. It might be number 1 though for best category in the game. Super Saiyan's a great free-to-play friendly category, as well as Pure Saiyans. And Kamehameha, which is a pretty, you know, decent category, one of the better ones, probably like top 5. Yeah, I mean, this guy is definitely worth farming. He's a free-to-play unit, so I would definitely farm him. And then this guy, you know, he actually, I would say he's worth farming up too, getting him, you know, you don't have to rainbow him or anything, but get all his dupes unlocked, or paths unlocked in the hidden potential system, and SA10 him, and you will have a couple of nice new free-to-play units to diversify your boxes. And yeah, it's just nice to have more free-to-play units for the future. Alright, and lastly, this is what I failed to mention in my other video. The 50% tech supports being Tien and the Cell second form. So, the 50% supports are fantastic, right? The Tien in particular, him linking with the, what is it, LR Goku and Frieza? He makes LR Goku and Frieza hit like one of probably the most damaging unit in the game. Yeah, but both are tech 50% supports, and they're both great. I would say that the Cell is probably a little bit better because the teams that he is on, he helps them out tremendously. Greatly lowers attack and defense. He is super tech leader, key 4 and 120% of stats, pretty good for like Battlefield or for Extreme Super Battle Road, right? Yeah, which isn't out on global yet, but it will be soon. His passive is Tech type, key 3 and additional attack and defense plus 50% for super techs. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, not including tag to tech, and attack and defense plus 20% per key sphere obtained. So yeah, give this guy a lot of tech key spheres. Or not, it doesn't have to be tech key spheres, does it? It could be anyone, but yeah, this guy's really good. He has a decent link set here. Categories, he's not on a lot. He is on Earthlings, but again, Earthlings, haha. He is on Last Resort, which is a fantastic team. Yeah, this guy is really like most notable though for being a fantastic link partner with LR Goku and Frieza. Then the second form, Cell. Again, he's just extreme tech, right? So you flip everything from the Tech Tien to the Cell, except it's for extreme types. He's really good. He's a great support unit for, you know, artificial life forms. Extreme tech, just extreme teams in general. Really good links with Cooler, I believe. He's really good with Cooler. Well, not Cooler. Team with Cooler, rather, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, these two are really solid, but don't summon on the tech-type banners. That's all I really wanted to say. Don't summon on a tech-type banner. Those are terrible banners. Besides the 50% supports, obviously. Yeah, just don't summon. They are worth picking up, though, with the blue coins. However, I would say that either the Kabe, the STR Kabe, or the STR Hit are probably better picks with your blue coins. But these two are really good in their own right. It all just depends on your box and your teams already, so that's more of a call that you can make. I think that's about it, though. I think I addressed everything I wanted to cover in this video. Yeah, okay. So, what I didn't cover in my last video was the tech 50% supports. So, finally, we are done. Thank you guys for watching. I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be. I don't know what my next video will be, but I have a few ideas. Until then, though, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.